just in, was Ulta Beauty World an actual scam? Is this major brand closing down? And is Glamlite giving us some more sneak peeks to some upcoming collections? Y'all, we have all that more in this week's new makeup releases, so grab a snack, grab a drink, because it is about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to the new makeup release Sunday, where we sit back, relax, and we talk about all the new makeup that has been announced and sneak peeked, as well as some industry news. This is one of my favorite series to film, and y'all, we got some good stories today. So we're gonna start off with Ulta Beauty World. Y'all, I have been talking about this event since last year. When it first got announced, I told you guys about it last year when it was happening in San Antonio, Texas. And unfortunately, I was unable to go to that one because I was at a creator and friend event. But I had told you guys last year that I was coming to Orlando, Florida, and I was like, best believes, besties, I am going to that event, because I was like, nothing ever happens in Orlando, Florida. I get the word, the tourist capital, but like nothing happens here beauty-wise. So when they announced they're coming here, I was like, bet I am going to it. Nothing can stop me. I even put request off a year ago for that date. Okay, I requested off from my job a year in advance to go to Ulta Beauty World. That's how committed I was. Well, fast forward to this year. Now, earlier this year, Sephora announced that they were doing their Sephora event. Now, this happened back in 2024 in Atlanta, Georgia. I was able to go to that one, and they decided to do it again this year. Only this time it's happening in LA, and it's still going to be a 2-day event. Tickets were still anywhere between like $160, $70 to like $400 some dollars, depending on the level of ticket that you wanted to buy, either the VIP or general admission. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because when they first announced it, people were so hyped. I knew I couldn't go because unfortunately it's in LA, and LA is just unbelievably expensive. And 2, it's during a friend's wedding, so I just wasn't going to be able to make it out to Sephora this year. Well, instead of announcing when they were dropping the tickets, they just dropped them. And they're supposed to be for Rouge members first, their top tier, to have early access, but that didn't happen either. Essentially, the tickets just went live at like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you were a non-Rouge member, you still had the ability to buy the ticket regardless of your status. So that was kind of where the first ball had dropped, because people were like, wait a minute, why are we not doing early access for Rouge members like you said, and it's for everybody? Then at the same time, not only did they drop at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that was also going to be 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So a lot of people were asleep at that time, had no idea that the tickets were going to be on sale. They woke up to the event being sold out, because it took about 4 hours for the event to sold out. Now, Ulta Beauty saw that, and they were like, bet. They saw the drama unfold. They saw the unrest and the pissed off customers being like, down with Sephora. And they were like, oh, nay, we're not going to do that, besties. Everyone's a VIP with us. Everyone is a VIP. We don't do tiers with us. Here's the date we're going to be launching the tickets. And I talked about it. I talked about it in new makeup releases several times, actually, about how Ulta Beauty was like, could never be us. Well, besties, I hate to break it to you. They are worse than Sephora. And I bet you Sephora is looking at it right now going, who is laughing now?
Well. How the turntables...
I mean, this would be a top moment for Sephora to make some comeback against Ulta Beauty, since Ulta Beauty had a very passive-aggressive post towards Sephora. Now, I have been telling you guys for weeks that Ulta Beauty was going to be launching their tickets on the 21st. So when they finally announced their time at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I told you guys, okay, this is the time that it's dropping. It's going to be $160 per ticket. There's no statuses. There's no VIPs. It's just one price point, depending on what you wanted to get, because you can get the Expo for $160. You can get the Masterclass for like $70-$80, or you can do a combination of the two for $199. It's a $5 fee for each one. So there's 3 different tiers, just not like tier wise. There's 3 different tickets you could have purchased. Now, I had my alarm set. I was on the Ulta Beauty, community page. I had joined that group. I had joined their beauty hotline over on their Instagram. I was doing everything I can to try to secure my ticket, because at the end of the day, I'm from Orlando. This is literally so close to me. I can go to this. I'm so excited. I think this is a great opportunity for me to network with brands. It's not even for me about the free product. It's about networking with brands. Because when I went to Sephora, I got to meet different brands. I got to meet brand representatives. I got to give them my handle and connect with them. And I was like, this is going to be an amazing opportunity, because a lot of the brands I know and love, like Milk Makeup, for example, Beekman 1802, Thayer's, they're all going to be there, and they're going to have their brand reps there. And this would be an amazing way for me to make a connection and kind of further my career in this industry. I was so hyped. I was so excited. I had my alarm set. I had my computer set up. I had my phone set up, and I had my husband's laptop, because I was going to buy a ticket for my husband, because I was like, I don't want to go alone. Okay. And he was so excited, because what we were going to do, what my plan was to get 2 gift bags, one for me, one for you guys. And well, Needless to say, I did not secure the ticket. So the tickets went on sale. Now, I was using their universal clock. I was refreshing as a 9:58. I was refreshing. Now, on my desktop, I saw the tickets go live at like 9:59. I saw this little tiny link pop up. I clicked on it, and it automatically put me into a queue. Now, here's the thing. Ulta Beauty said in their community tab, there wasn't going to be a queue. There was a queue. So who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to lie to? There was absolutely a queue. And I understand, because it's a way to help to filter the traffic on your website, to help to funnel people in to be able to buy the ticket. I understand why there was a queue. Why they said there wasn't going to be, beyond me. But when I was refreshing on my husband's computer, that little link didn't pop up for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, I'm pressing. That little link didn't pop up. And when it finally did, I got put into a queue there. Now, I'm watching that little freaking green bubble just fill in so slowly. And I'm back and forth texting Leah and Heather. I'm texting Paige. I'm texting my friend Cody J. Like, I'm texting so many of my friends, not just my beauty friends, but like my friends here outside of the beauty space. They were all trying to go as well. They're asking me questions. They're all refreshing just as much as we were. We were in the midst of the Great War trying to secure these tickets. Probably about like 10, 15 minutes into waiting in this queue, Leah Janae, my beautiful friend, and I'm only talking about this because she's been open about her experience, she was able to snag a ticket. She was able, by the grace of God, to be able to get a ticket to the Ulta Beauty World. And I was like, holy shit, like, how'd you get through the queue so fast? She's like, I don't know. I just got lucky. I was like, well, goddamn, you are absolutely so fortunate, because mine bubbles were moving so slow. Heather also, when I talked to her, her bubbles were a hell of a lot faster than mine. But by the time that both her and I were able to get past the green bubbles, we both encountered the screen that said, registration unavailable. And I was like, what do you mean registration unavailable? And Leah Janae says she got the same thing. Keep refreshing. So I kept refreshing. And as this is happening, by the grace of God, thank God to Leah. As this is happening, Leah kind of realized something. Since she had registered a ticket, she still had the page open. Now, mind you, it said you had 10 minutes to purchase a ticket. Her page is still open. So she's refreshing. She sees the registration says, she sees that she can go back in and it says already registered. And so she clicked on the already registered, and she had the ability to go back in and buy another ticket. And I was like, are you kidding me? Now, granted, by the time she was able to do that, the tickets had sold out. Ulta Beauty had not posted that the tickets sold out at all. They had not said one freaking word. I still was not able to see that, but she was able to see that the tickets to the expo had completely sold out. The only thing that was left was the masterclass. And she goes, do you want me to grab you the masterclass? I said, for the love of God, yes, grab me the masterclass. So she did. She bought me the masterclass. I was able to secure my ticket for there. But literally, I'm still at the whole page of refresh. Unavailable, not able to register. And I was like that for probably 15 minutes before I finally got in. By the time I got in, everything was sold out. Everything was sold out except for the masterclass was the only thing that was still available, at least that on my end. But when I went to go buy it, it kept saying error. So I was like, what is going on? On my husband's phone, that green dot never even filled in all the way. On my phone, never even filled in all the way. And it was just absolute chaos and mayhem. Heather wasn't able to buy a ticket either because she was just like, nope, it said it's completely sold out. So then I go into Ulta Beauty's website, which, mind you, they took forever. They took forever to say tickets sold out. Apparently tickets sold out within minutes. So they knew that they sold out within minutes, but they still allowed people to wait over a goddamn hour in the line before they even said one word. And they did this little post right here, like tickets on sale. Now, I happened to leave a comment. I said, damn, and I thought this would have been handled better than Sephora. And let me tell you, besties, that got a lot of likes because I wasn't lying. Sephora's ticket process was so easy. So easy. They didn't have a queue. You got to go in and buy it. And yes, it sold out within 4 hours, but it took 4 hours to sell out. And they had a 2-day event. Ulta Beauty sold out within minutes, and they refused to tell anybody that it sold out until after an hour of people waiting in the queue. By that point, people were blowing up Ulta Beauty's Instagram, just absolutely ripping them to shreds, being like, what the fuck, essentially is what they were doing. They were so upset with how this whole thing got handled. When they finally decided to post that Ulta Beauty was sold out, people went wild. Now, I happen to say on the comment section that the odds were not in my favor, because they were not, because I was unable to secure an expo ticket. I was able to get a masterclass, but unable to secure an actual expo ticket. And, you know, I, along with thousands upon thousands of people, were just really disappointed about how the whole thing was kind of handled. Because at the end of the day, they were going to be going to the convention center here in Orlando, Florida. Now, that convention center, I believe, is one of the top 3 convention centers in the entire United States. I think it can hold up to like 65 to 70,000 people, which is a lot, because I go to MegaCon there every year, and it holds so much people. Now, I understand them wanting to limit the space to maybe 3,000 because they don't want to overwhelm the brands, because that's asking a lot of brands to bring a shit ton of products, and it also takes away from the experience from the consumer going in to interact with the brands. If there's 10,000 people, you're just getting pushed on that line. You're not even going to talk to anybody. So I get why they want to make it limited. But here's the thing that I'm not okay with. After doing some research, after seeing all the unrest online, people started digging in and started realizing that Ulta Beauty may have sent out an invite link to influencers first to purchase their ticket. Let me show you.
As somebody who works in cybersecurity, this is why nobody in the public could actually buy an Ulta Beauty World ticket today. Let me start off by just stating how prepared I actually was. I followed every single tip from those group chats. I thought that I had it in the bag because I implemented a client-side refresh interval, a controlled 3-second reload cadence to maintain session freshness without overwhelming the endpoint. Also automatically disabled on any user interaction. So the refresh shut off the second I could actually do anything, and I still barely got the chance. I waited in the queue for an hour. Now this is where it gets interesting. There are some source code snippets circulating showing that invite codes were pre-generated prior to the ticket release. Based on the naming pattern and timing, many people are assuming that these codes were tied to influencers. From a technical standpoint, this rollout had several red flags. If these invite codes were validated before the queue, that means that some users bypassed demand entirely. The queue system itself appeared to be very client-side heavy, meaning that your browser session, not a centralized server, was doing most of the work. There was also no visible rate limiting, which means that your device or region could have limited where you were in line. In short, this wasn't a first-come, first-served queue at all. It was fragmented access disguised as public sale.
Ulta getting canceled over the way that they handled the Ulta Beauty World tickets, because there are people who are literally looking into their website code and discovering that there was a special invite link sent to certain people ahead of time, which would probably explain why we all sat in line for an hour, even though we got there at the very beginning, only to be told they were sold out. So, if you got a ticket, I'd love to know, but it sounds like none of us got one, and I think it'll be interesting to see who actually goes to Beauty World.
Not only have people been able to prove that invite links went out to creators and influencers first for them to buy a ticket, but people started wondering how many of them did they actually send out. Now, I truly do understand them wanting to have influencers at their event. It's a great look for them to have the influencers promote and sell those products, sell the brand, sell the event. It's a great investment for the brands. I absolutely understand it. But what I had said to a lot of my friends, a lot of my coworkers who asked if I was able to get a ticket, they should have had a 2 or 3 day event. If they really wanted influencers and creators there, why not have just a separate day just for them? A separate day just for them, almost like a media day. Like so many different new rides and restaurants and places that open up at Disney Universal, they have media day where they have early access to go in and experience it before the general audience so they can promote and talk about it. Why not do the same thing? Why not do the same thing and have just a day just for influencers and content creators? That way they don't touch the ticket sales whatsoever. And then the rest, maybe the next 2-day event after that, could just be for general admission. Just be for the consumer to go in and to experience a beauty event. Like, why couldn't they have done that? If Sephora can have Sephora be a 2-day event, why can't Ulta Beauty do the exact same thing? Like, why not? Why not make it more... And why not make it more inclusive for everybody, instead of having it be a very exclusive event? Because a lot of people are speculating. Now, I don't know the facts on this. I don't know how people are getting numbers, but people are assuming that 2,500 of the tickets went to influencers and influencers only, and then 500 went to the general public. I really don't know where people are getting their numbers from. The only thing I can honestly say is that people are going to dive into their code and realize that they were sending out invitation links prior to release to allow influencers and content creators to go in to buy tickets first. Now, here's another thing that really pissed me off, and it's no one's fault. Like, it's not Leah's fault, it's no one else's fault, but Ulta made it very clear that it's 1 ticket per email, 1 ticket per email. So then why is it that people saw, once you registered, that you had the capability to go right back in and buy more tickets? That is completely unfair. Now, granted, I wouldn't be able to go to the masterclass if it wasn't for Leah being able to do that, but at the same time, I would have been okay if that's something that couldn't happen. It should have been one of those things that once you bought your ticket, you were kicked out completely. That way you give another person a chance to buy tickets. But people were going in, because I saw so many people on TikTok posting videos being like, I secured 5 tickets, so what about you? Because they were able to go back in and purchase and purchase and purchase, while all of us were still stuck in the goddamn queue, not able to buy 1 single ticket. It was handled very poorly compared to Sephora, and Ulta Beauty had kind of side-eyed Sephora. That can never be us. And look at them now. Look at them now. They handled it far worse than Sephora did. And they're now offering a chance for a giveaway. For people to win a ticket to go to the event. Why not just sell more tickets? why not just add another day? Or in fact, why not have another 2 days? Why not have an event just for the influencers and have the rest be for the consumers? Like, it just doesn't make sense how they handled it. And it's just really poor. And I know people right now are talking about doing a class action lawsuit against Ulta Beauty because of this. People are trying to boycott Ulta Beauty. People are trying to create their own beauty events here in Orlando, Florida. And people also are speculating that people are only able to buy tickets outside of Orlando. They said that not one person from Orlando or Florida in general were able to secure a ticket. I don't know anybody from Florida that was able to get a ticket. I wasn't. So I just want to know who here from Orlando or Florida alone was able to secure a ticket. I don't know. All I know is a really messed up situation. And I feel like this would be a great opportunity to Sephora to step up and be like, well, that could never be us. And this would also be another amazing opportunity for like Ipsy or Gen Beauty to kind of come back and create their own beauty events. I know that like Essence has a beauty event every year in New Orleans. I don't really know what consists of that. I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but I know they have their own kind of beauty event. But this would have been an amazing opportunity for Ipsy to kind of step up and bring their event back. I never got to go to any of those events. Sephora was the first event I ever got to go to. And I paid like $400 and something for that, mind you. It was the first event I ever got to go to, and it was actually so much fun. I was really looking forward to Ulta Beauty World, especially because it was first time happening here in Orlando, Florida, right in my backyard. And unfortunately, I was unable to go. But I was able to secure a master class. I don't really know what that entails. I did reach out to several brands that I have a good relationship with, and I said that I would sell my left kidney if they could bring me on with them. And besties, they left me on red. So there's that. But yeah, your girl was not able to get an Ulta Beauty World ticket. And you know what? I'm not mad about it anymore. There's no point to be mad about it. It is what it is. If I'm meant to go, I will go. But for me to sit here and bitch and scream about it for a week straight, it's not going to do anybody good. It is what it is. The odds were not in my favor, and I'm honestly not mad about it anymore. But it's something that I definitely will remember. So when the time comes to next year, I don't think I'm going to try to go next year, just because I don't want to deal with that great war that was. I think it was handled so poorly. I think the communication between, the social media posts to the consumers was handled so poorly. I think they really did not give a shit about their consumers. I think they only cared about bringing content creators there from what I'm gathering. And it's kind of sad to see. So I don't think I'll be trying to go next year, but you never know. I could change my mind. I really don't know. But as of right now, my answer is no to next year, but we shall see. But I do think this would be a great opportunity for other brands to step up, or other companies to step up and create their own beauty events and actually show Ulta Beauty how it's truly done. For our next story, Cover FX officially announced that they are closing down. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I saw that, I went, they're still around? I completely forgot about Cover FX. I used to actually really like some of their products because they made some amazing products for oily skin, but they announced that they are closing down. And I wasn't shocked to hear that they're closing down, but I definitely was shocked that I forgot about the brand. Do you know what I mean? So it says right here, to our incredible Cover FX community, thank you for more than 20 years of love, loyalty, beauty without compromise. As the beauty industry faces new challenges from tariffs to a shifting global market, we've made the heartfelt decision to begin winding down Cover FX business. While this chapter closes, our gratitude for this community and the impact we made together will always remain. As part of this transition, our teams will no longer be monitoring or replying to messages in our Cover FX inboxes. You can still shop your favorite products on coverfx.com or Amazon while supplies last. And I was just like, oh, okay. They're just pretty much saying, hey, we're closing down, so whatever happens, not our problem. It's essentially what they're saying. I don't know if that means that if they have like any issues with like customer service, if you have any issues with orders, they won't respond to that, but they're just pretty much indicating that they're not going to be responding in their DMs. So I don't really know what is going to happen, but I will say, I never want to see brand shut down, especially if it did so well in the industry for 20 plus years, because that also means that people are losing their jobs, and for me that's just actually incredibly sad. But I just, at the same time, I feel bad because I haven't heard about Cover FX in so long. I think I was shopping them back in like 2020, 2021, maybe even 2019 was when I was kind of using them, and I kind of forgot about them ever since. And I don't think I've heard anyone in my community talk about them in a very long time, and I don't know why that is. Maybe they weren't making revolutionary products. Maybe they weren't trying to evolve with the way the beauty was evolving. I'm not entirely sure, but at the end of the day, it is kind of sad to see another beauty brand closing its doors. So if you are a fan of Cover FX, I highly suggest shopping them now before it's too late. I don't exactly know when they're closing the doors. It's just they will be closing the doors very soon. Finally, for today's top stories, we have Miss Giselle from Glamlight posting this on her story. This is the first time she showed a little image of a new beauty product. And it says, before launching new products, I carry them and use them every day to see how they perform. Now, if I had to guess, with the palm trees, I kind of wonder if she's doing another Barbie collection. Like, I genuinely kind of wonder if she's doing another Barbie collection, because why else would there be Malibu trees there? I mean, it could be something else, but what if she is doing another Barbie collection? And the reason why I think this, because 1 week ago, she posted a picture of her smiling in front of the Barbie sign, and it says, living out your childhood dream is one of the most powerful feelings in the world. At 11 years old, I knew I was meant to create a beauty product and build my own brand. Growing up as a Black Latina, representation in manufacturing didn't exist for me, so I became it. Stepping into the lab in my custom pink lab coat is a reminder that even your wildest dreams can become a reality. I'm beyond excited for you to see the results of all the work I've been putting into the lab. And it has a big Barbie symbol behind it. Now, if you guys don't know, Glamlight did do a Barbie collection back in like 2021 or something like that. And it was like a Malibu Barbie theme. And I'm wondering if with this image that she's posting, this whole picture of like the behind the scenes with like the prototypes and stuff like that, if she's creating another Barbie collection or Barbie round 2. I really kind of wondered that. I loved my first one. I thought it was really great. So for her to kind of show more images of this, I feel like this has to be another Barbie collection. And then to see this lip gloss that she's been working on, I feel like they're definitely going to bring another Barbie collection. And it's so funny because we haven't seen a Glamlight launch in a hot minute. Glamlight hasn't launched something in like a month or two, and I'm kind of like, are they okay? They haven't launched anything. The last one they launched was Bratz, but I would not be surprised in them coming back out with another Barbie round 2. But I want to know from you guys, do you guys think that's what they're creating, or do you guys think they're creating something else? And if they are creating Barbie, are you excited for it? That is this week's top stories. I know I rambled on in the beginning, but now we're gonna dive into this week's new makeup releases that have been announced and sneak peeked. So up first, Art2 Cosmetics just revealed a brand new palette they're gonna be launching, and this is called the Moonlight Muse palette. It says that the full artwork is going to be revealed on the 27th, but it says that on the 27th, I have no idea what this color story looks like. I do know that this palette was sent my way, but it's been lost somewhere overseas. It's been traveling. It's been traveling. I think it just wants to bring me some decor and some souvenirs from England all the way to me, because it's been taking its time. And unfortunately, I don't know when and if I'm getting this palette. That's one of the things I can't control. And I was in communication with Art2 Cosmetics, and she's like, I'm so sorry, your package is like lost. I'm like, it's okay. It's not in like your control whatsoever. I don't mind. It is what it is. It's just a palette. We can always replace it worst case. But I do want to tell you guys about this because I absolutely do love Art2 Cosmetics. They have some of my favorite formula out there. They have some of my favorite packaging, color stories, everything. I absolutely love the owner so much. Rooks is absolutely amazing. So yeah, they have a new palette, and whenever this does get revealed, I'll definitely let you guys know. As always, you guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% on anything and everything Art2 Cosmetics. Speaking of reveals, Blend Bunny Cosmetics just announced that they have a new collaboration in the works. So they just unveiled their brand new Diabla palette. This is going to be Diabla palette. This is in collaboration with Chanel Diabla. I unfortunately don't know who the content creator is, but it says that this process with Chanel was so incredibly fun. We met through my desire to have a tattoo artist do cover art for a palette, and what transpired was not planned, but absolutely destined. Chanel's vibe, aesthetics, creativity, and artistic expression is absolutely iconic, and this project is absolutely pleasure and joy from the start to now. Through demand from our super creative community and our beloved drag artists, we couldn't wait to bring back the large black and white pans. So this right here is absolutely gorgeous. This is like a sugar and spice palette right here. I love the color stories. I absolutely do love the color story. I think it's very fun. It's very like spring vibe, and I definitely can't wait to get my hands on it. And then to see them bring back like a full white and black like shadow, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think this color story is really pretty, especially because it has some of those pastels and those lavenders. Those are really pretty shades. I absolutely love working them, and they also have a really decent amount of shimmers in here as well. So needless to say, I'm definitely gonna be getting my hands on this palette. I don't know if I'm being sent it in PR. I don't ever like to presume I'm getting anything PR, so I'm always prepared to purchase it just in case. But just know I'm absolutely so excited to pick my hands up on this. This is gonna be launching this Friday, January 30th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It retails for $48. $48. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And as always, you guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off. So best believe I'm getting this palette. Speaking of reveals, if you guys haven't seen, Singe Beauty just revealed that they have a new collection out, and this is the Succulent Dew palette. Now, I already have a full video on it. I love this palette. I think it's one of my favorite palettes that Singe Beauty has come out to date. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like this beautiful like winter-esque palette with beautiful pastels, blues, pinks, purples. It is absolutely gorgeous. The formula is incredible. And not only did they launch the palette, they also launched 4 new shades to their evocative blush line. Now the blushes do retail for $18 a piece, but they do allow you to do a bundle, so you guys can get like 3 brushes for like $48. But then they also have the palette. I think the palette's like around 48 as well, 45, I think 45 to 48. I'm not exactly sure on the price point at the top of my head, but either way, Angelica has been able to keep her prices absolutely consistent for each launch, and I freaking love that. And this palette is just unbelievably beautiful. Like I said, I have a full review on it. It's available right now if you guys do want to pick your hands, if you guys do want to get your hands on it. And let me tell you, besties, this one, oh, chef's kiss. This one is absolutely beautiful. Up next, Maybelline is releasing new shades to their Fit Me Loose finishing powder. The perfect finishing touch to your makeup. Mineral-based formula controls shine and smooth skin texture for a smooth and natural-looking finish, lightweight, and sets makeup up to 16 hours. It's going to retail for $10.99, and you're going to have translucent, pink, and banana. I think I used to try the Fit Me a long time ago, and I don't think I was a big fan because there was never a translucent shade. There's always like a light medium, and I don't like that because I feel like it definitely changes the color of the foundation that I'm wearing. So it could either make me too yellow, too orange, too pink. I could just pull whatever color and really change the way my foundation is laying and working. So I never was a big fan of the Fit Me Loose powder, but now they're coming out with a translucent. I have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to try that because translucent means it's not gonna change the color of my foundation, which is something that I'm definitely looking forward to. So I am definitely gonna be picking this up as soon as it's available. Up next, it says more K-beauty love is coming to Sephora. Say hello to Unvo. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering that. Korea's #1 premium soft yet powerful repair hair care brand at Olive Young. This is gonna be the first hair care brand to. This will be the first K-hair brand to debut at US Sephora. It says known for its glass-like shine, results as soft, healthy hair through innovative Korean repair science and cult favorite formula at affordable price point. The journey began with Unlove's cult favorite glass hair mask, proven to improve protein bonding by up to 419%, powered by repair technology to deliver a salon-level repair at home. The prices are very affordable. They're like $26 to $28 to $22. I definitely would be considering picking this up. I love Korean skincare. I think Korean skincare is probably some of the best skincare out there. So yeah, would I be interested in checking out the hair care? Absolutely. I'm probably gonna have to check this out. I just need to see whether or not it's color safe because I do color my hair. I am a natural blonde, but I do just kind of accentuate the blonde in it. So I'd have to see if it's color safe, and if it is, I'm gonna test it out. Up next, it got announced that Tom Ford Beauty is officially coming to Ulta Beauty. Now, I have never bought anything from Tom Ford because they're expensive as shit, okay? My wallet cannot afford them. However, I do have points with Ulta Beauty, and this would be a great way to try the brand using points to buy their products. I'm okay with them coming there. I always hear good things about Tom Ford Beauty. I just don't want to spend $95 for foundation. That is ridiculous. That's like $5 I could buy. I'm gonna pass. Next, Chanel announced their new 2026 spring collection, and it's their denim collection. So this is going to include a highlighter, an eyeshadow palette, a hand cream, waterproof eyeliner, mascara, and lipsticks, and nail polishes. And I am going to pass. It's cute, but it's just, one, it's probably gonna be way out of my price range, but two, I don't know. It's kind of basic. I do remember like a couple years ago, Elf did a denim collab, and I thought that was actually a really cute collection, but this one is a pass for me. Up next, it looks like Summer Fridays is launching some new lip liners. So these are the soft line lip liners and flush lip stains. Soft line lip liners are going to retail for $20 and be available in 8 different shades, and the flushed lip stains are going to retail for $20 in 6 different shades. And that's literally all we have available about these products. It will be launching on February 3rd on their website and at Sephora. I really do love like their lip oils. They don't last very long, but I did love their plumping lip oils. The prices are not bad. I just don't know if I'm gonna get this. Probably not. Probably gonna pass on this one. Up next, Milk Makeup has a new Hydro Grip 12-hour hydrating gel stick concealer. This is a clean, non-comedogenic 12-hour hydrating gel to cream all over concealer stick with built-up coverage that covers redness, dark circles, blemishes, and hyperpigmentation, and evens out skin tone with a natural dewy finish. It's going to retail for $29, available in 25 shades. I don't know if I'm getting this in PR. I don't always get everything that Milk Makeup creates in PR, but damn would I like to try it. Do I want to buy it? No, because I don't want to spend $29 on a damn concealer. However, I do want to try it. Concealer stick. I don't know if I'd like a concealer stick. I would love like a hydrating concealer because I really do love my hydrating concealers, but like a stick. I don't know if I ever used a concealer stick before. Up next, it looks like e.l.f. Cosmetics is rolling out with some fragrances. So they're going to be teaming up with H&M Fragrance to create a new collection. It says a trio of scents inspired by the hero makeup products. They're going to retail for $29.99. There's going to be the Powder Grip Salty Drip crystalline scent with cooling and aromatic woods softened by mineral sea salt and the clean clarity of water. I feel like that would actually smell really good. Really, really good. They're also coming out with a Halo Glow Luminous Cloud. This is a luminous scent with airy florals and soft vanilla wrapped in a comforting cloud of sweetness. I feel like that will also smell good. Along with the Camel Blend Nude Canvas. This is a vanilla, musk, Palo Santo, creamy woods with smoky depth and yet soft and mysterious. So this would be available on the 29th online and inside retailers. I don't know if you have to shop H&M to get your hands on this, because if you do, they count me out. I just want to smell them. I think it's kind of cool that e.l.f. is branching out into perfumes. Like, I'm not surprised. I think more and more brands are definitely going the scent route. Body mist, body butters, body scrubs, hair mask, hair scents, hair fragrances, perfumes, body mist. I think like a lot of brands are going to be venturing out into that because it is a huge market and a lot of people are really into fragrances right now. So I would not be surprised to see more and more brands doing this as well. Up next, it looks like YSL is releasing a new eyeshadow palette. This is a contour eye palette in Nudes Hour. The essential palette for endless nude looks, featuring 9 nude shades to enhance your everyday makeup look with mattes, satin, metallic, and shimmer finishes. This will be limited edition. And I'm looking at it going, oh my God, it's giving us nothing. It's giving us 9 shades of nothing. It's so basic. It's not for me. You know what? It could be for other people, but this is absolutely not for me. I'm not into the color stories, so this is a easy pass. Up next, it looks like Fee has a new product launching. They're launching the new Easy Lazy Lip and Liner Color Stick. This is a fun, easy to use product for all K-beauty lovers. Introducing a new dual-ended lip liner and lip stick. One side is a multi-use stick with creamy blendable textures. The other side is a lip liner, long-lasting formula to contour the lips. $15.40 available on Amazon, or you guys can get a bundle for a lip liner and lip liner, dual stick, and 3D volumizing gloss on TikTok for like $19.99. I'm gonna pass. I'm never really into products like that. It's cool. They work out great. It's just not my cup of tea. So this is an easy pass for me. Up next, we have Hey Now, this is what dreams are made of. Okay, so it looks like Perfusion is teaming up with Lizzie McGuire to create a Lizzie McGuire collection. This is going to include the Dear Diaries eyeshadow palette, Fashion All Over illuminating setting spray, a holographic pressed highlighter, a cream blush, a liquid highlighter, a scented roll-on body glitter, and Totally Me metallic lip glosses in a mirror. This is available right now at Walmart if you guys do want to get your hands on it. I know my friend Leah Janae is on a mission to find this. I'm gonna pass. You know, I was a huge Lizzie McGuire fan because I thought Hilary Duff, oh my God, she is so beautiful. Like, she was so beautiful growing up to me. Like, she inspired me. Like, she's kind of like what got me into practicing makeup because I was like, oh my God, like, I'm going to be going to middle school soon. I don't even have boobies, and she has a full face of makeup. I need to learn how to do the basics, okay? So I learned how to do eyeliner and mascara and putting on a gloss. That's what I was allowed to learn. And she would always have a full face of makeup going, and I was always like, she's so pretty. I don't know why anyone thinks otherwise. Like, she's so pretty. Even though that was even like my husband's first crush, okay? So I love Lizzie McGuire. And I think it's really cute that that brands are trying to do throwbacks to Lizzie McGuire. I just feel like if they're going to do it, they should do it right. Like, I don't really think this really screams Lizzie McGuire to me. I feel like if a brand is going to do it and going to do it right, I feel like it would be Glamlight. Like, I know Colourpop did a couple years ago, but they kind of dropped the ball. I feel like if they were to do it now, they would do it justice compared to how they did it previously, because they've really stepped up their game when it comes to their collections. But I feel like if anyone's going to do it justice, it's going to be Glamlight. And I doubt Glamlight would ever do this, but they should, because I would love that so much. But yeah, if you're a huge Lizzie McGuire fan and love Perfusion, go check out Walmart 'cause I'm pretty sure they had that in stock. Last but not least, it looks like Chic Glam has a new Dream Touch blush available on the market. Meet the blush that feels as dreamy as it looks. Melt into the skin with a silky, lightweight texture that blends effortlessly for a natural radiant glow. It layers seamlessly without falling or powdery finish. It's going to retail for $5.99 and it's available in quite a few shades. I'm going to pass. You guys know that I don't support Chic Glam, but I'm going to pass. But I will say that blushes do look pretty. I know some of my friends do really enjoy Chic Glam and they're pretty affordable for what they are, but that's going to be an easy pass for me. But that, besties, is it for today's video. So sorry that kind of went on a rampage about Ulta Beauty World. It just was definitely, and it definitely was handled very poorly in my opinion. I definitely feel like they dropped the ball on this one. But that, besties, is it for today's video. Let me know what I talked about that you guys are like, ooh, that you guys are excited about, that you guys are kind of like, not excited about. I want to hear from you guys. So thank you guys so much for being here. Like, truly, thank you guys so much for being here. I absolutely love doing this. This is so much fun. And this is one of my favorite series to do. And you guys seem to really enjoy it as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. But with that said, besties, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel, to Offer to Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.